Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you all to launch event of the Dynamic Hackathon organized by Dynamic Crane Engineers and powered by I4C. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the launch of the hackathon. So this event is just not about innovation; it's about coming together and tackling the world challenges in the crane and material handling industry with cutting edge technology and creative ideas. So we are especially thrilled to have the guidance and the participation of college professors, students, and the mentors and the organizers in this initiative. So, students and professors, your role in the shaping and guiding young minds is invaluable, and your mentorship has the power to inspire students to think beyond the classroom to take on the industry challenges to create a meaningful solution. So today we here to kickstart a journey that promises to ignite young minds, bring together experienced professionals, and set the stage for the groundbreaking solutions. So let me quickly walk you through the today's agenda, which includes insight from the esteemed representatives from the Dynamic team, from FOSA team, and overview of the hackathon, introduction to our mentors, and followed by a Q&A session. So let's get started. So may I now invite our director innovation, Deacon Dani, who is also country manager India and South Asia at FINE. He supports progressive startups, ecosystem, edtech, fintech, proptech, co-working, sustainable working, and work from anywhere model. Is passionate about creating and delivering social impact through innovation and collaboration. I welcome you, Deacon sir, to the hackathon launch event, and over to you.
Thank you, Saurabh. Thank you, everybody on this call for joining in. First of all, we know whenever we have these launch events, I always like to congratulate each and every person who's joined this call because you have taken the first step to do something innovative and different. So I wish I could be there personally to give you a hearty round of applause. But thank you very much for taking this first step to be innovative and different. I want to give you a little bit of brief about I4C. Before, obviously, we will talk a little bit more about the hackathon from our esteemed colleagues at Dynamic Crane. I4C was started with a mission of fostering innovation in the student ecosystem. It was founded by Dr. Anand Deshpande, and I'm sure that many of you know who he is. He is the managing director. I mean, now he's the chairman emeritus of Persistent Systems, a listed Pune-based IT company. He's a Pune boy, and he's made Pune very, very proud. He's made Maharashtra proud, India proud, because Persistent is one of the largest ODCs in the world, offshore development centers in the world, and they're doing fantastic work. Anand Deshpande sir had a vision to create an ecosystem around students, and that is why the brainchild of I4C was started. Along with I4C, he also started one more company called Diasara Foundation, which focused on entrepreneurship as a journey. And his idea was to seed the idea of entrepreneurship in students, seed the idea of thinking differently out of the box for students, and push them onto the road for entrepreneurship. Because obviously, as you know, in today's country, in today's world, we had World Startup Day, sorry, India Startup Day a couple of days ago. You saw that India today has a large amount of people who are employed in startups. We have, I think, at last count, 15.76 lakh people employed in startups. We have about close to 500 unicorns in the country and sunicorns in the country, which are companies which are going to be unicorns very, very soon. We have more than 800 billionaires in the country today who are entrepreneurs and founders of these companies. These companies have made millionaires of more than 3 lakh people as of now. And a millionaire means somebody who's holding more than 8.5 crore rupees in their bank account. So these numbers are very, very encouraging. This shows exactly what India is striving for. And I foresee today we stand at the helm of innovation. We started our journey with very small ideathons and hackathons, which we did. But our main coming to glory was more on the basis of Smart India Hackathon. So this was an idea which was generated by Dr. Anand Deshpande with the local I4C team, where we wanted to create an ecosystem for all engineering colleges to work out of the box and come up with ideas which would contribute to nation building activities. Uh, I'm very happy to say at last count, Smart India Hackathon is one of the is the world's premier hackathon platform with ideas and problem statements which are given in by government ministries. This is a purely government-driven initiative as of now currently, and I was a nodal center head a couple of months ago. So was Saurabh. We had more than 4 lakh students who participated. We had 157 government ministries ranging from fisheries to tourism to water conservation to border security forces to agriculture who participated and gave these students problem statements. So if some of you have participated in SIH, it's great. I'm happy that you have. I'm proud of you. But if some of you have not participated, I would encourage you and your colleges to please participate next year. And if you do not know how to participate, reach out to Saurabh and me. We will support you. Smart India Hackathon set the basis for what we thought about was how can we bring industry, dynamic crane, and how could we bring innovation, which is students together. And I think the best platform today for bringing that together is a hackathon. What is a hackathon? And hackathon was envisioned about 30 years ago by Microsoft when they came together in the basement and said, let's run an idea where we can build the world's best computer at the small computer, because in those days, computers used to fill entire warehouses just to process simple transactions. They came up with a hackathon concept, which is like, let's hack the idea and make it something which is easy to and manageable to build a strategy around. Most hackathons today are hardware related because we need to see and feel the idea and the solution. Software related, not so much because there's a bit of coding involved. And as you know, coding is very generic in nature. Some coding is built on replication, some coding is built on enthusiasm, and some coding actually goes nowhere. So a software-based hackathon actually works only when the idea can be perpetuated in real time, where you see an idea come to life, or when the code can be challenged and can be brought about to bring a change in the product innovation. So we have tried to enable that. So we bring our hackathons which are purely virtual. Why do we do it purely virtual? Because we also want to ensure that people get an opportunity. If they don't have a viable business solution, at least the ideas and thoughts can go into a corporate or a company building a viable go-to-market strategy around their innovative ideas. We are very proud and happy that Dynamic has chosen us to launch their hackathon over here on safety solutions in the crane industry. And this is something so niche, something so wonderful. And until I met Harshvardhan a couple of months ago at our offices in Aunth, I was not aware how large this industry actually is, and I personally work in the payments processing industry. And until I actually joined this company, I had no idea how large we were and what type of business we did and what kind of work we do, which actually impacts the rest of the ecosystem. I know that the work that I do makes sure that cards get accepted at every terminal whenever you go out with your boyfriend, girlfriend, mother, father for a movie, for lunch or dinner. We are the guys who enable that. The same way, Harshvardhan and team are responsible for every sort of constructive activity which goes on today, whether it is civil, whether it is commercial, it could be a building, it could be roads, dams. Their products, their services are making a difference to creating a viable ecosystem for us. And we are proud and happy to have you as part of this ecosystem. So enough said about me, enough said about I4C, enough said about our background on I4C. I want to tell everybody over here, and I see that a lot of professors have joined. Please let us push through our teams to make this a very, very successful event, sirs, ma'ams. And if you need any support from your end, reach out to me. My email ID is deacon@i4c.in. Sarah will put it up on the chat box a little later. Any guidance you require, please let us know. We have world-class mentors who are available with us. We even have mentors who are not listed over here because we have more than 115 mentors available on book with us. We don't need to have so many mentors for this hackathon. But if you do need any additional support, please feel free to reach out to us. And I wish you all the very best. And I'm so happy and proud to be a part of this wonderful activity. And I look forward to meeting the winners in person Thank you so much. Thanks, Saurabh.
Thank you, Dickens, sir, for your welcome address. I'm going ahead. Uh, it's my it's now my honor to invite Mr. Nitin Gokhale, sir, senior representative from Dynamic Crane Engineers, founder director of Dynamic Crane Engineers Private Limited. So Nitin, sir, is crane safety system specialist, IoT enthusiast, and expert in managing crane maintenance. He also runs his podcast on cranes, which is largely liked by the audience working in this industry. As a founder director of the Dynamic Crane Engineers, leading name in the material handling industry, he invests his soul and imagination into every product he works. As, as an engineer at heart, Mr. Gokhale started his career in 1995 and has decades of experience in material handling equipment and the industry. His journey begins with the German cranes, DMAC, Gottwald, where he initially focused on crane maintenance before expanding into heavy lift job planning, crane assembly, and erections. In 2000, Mr. Gokhale founded Dynamic Crane Engineers based out of Pune, a company that has played pivotal role in installing crane safety systems on various types of cranes in India and offshore installations. In 2007, he ventured into the rental of the aerial platforms, growing the fleet to the around 120 machines operating pan-India. Currently spearheading IoT solutions for crane equipments and safety systems, further revolutionizing the material handling industry. His dedication and innovation spirit inspires all of us to think big and strive for the excellence. So I welcome Mr. Nitin Gokhale sir with big round of applause. Over to you, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. And I feel very elated and happy to welcome all of you in this new event called Dynamic has, been bringing new energy to our company. A new age, what you call a member, and who wants this to open to a lot of brilliant minds available in the country today. And why don't we, give our problem statements to the young and budding engineers who can really think of an innovative solution for where this idea of hackathon comes from. And why for crane industry? Because we know nothing, just cranes only, right? We have been working, we have been living, breathing, and walking, talking cranes since last almost 30 years now. And apart from cranes, other material handling equipment like forklifts or whichever machine interest for us. And being electronic engineers at heart, we thought that we should bring technology to the forefront of this field so that the people using these machines will have a safe and easy working life. So that's why all this hackathon comes from. I think now I really don't know how we go about.
Nitin sir, I think you're breaking up. Am I the only one who's having concern with this?
No,
Saurabh?
no, I think he's breaking up. Just give me a minute.
Yeah.
Do we have a problem at my side for the internet or what?
Okay, we can. You are audible, sir. You can continue.
You're
I
audible
am
right
audible
now,
now.
Nitin. Just right now, but we missed quite a bit. After you said that you only know crane industry, I think everything else was a blur. It was not,
Okay. So
yeah,
is it better now?
Yes, yes.
much better. Please continue.
Okay, maybe some internet connection here. Anyhow, so as I was telling you, why this crane industry? Because that is the only thing that we really love and know about. So, and this is not happen in India. What all equipment, heavy equipment, what we come to see in India is mostly imported from countries like Germany or maybe from the US, or right now everything is coming from China. So we thought, why don't we develop our own, what you call, developer solutions based on intelligent controllers and IoT-based solutions for this industry. So that is where the idea of hackathon came from. Okay, so now I really, this is the first time that we are arranging this hackathon, but this I4C is a few problem statements to be disclosed. Okay, so I think now camera is also on now. Okay, so how do we go about this? Shall we discuss one problem statement at a time, or what do you want? How do you want to this go for this session to go about?
So I'll take it from here.
Yeah.
And I'll call upon again you to discuss the problem statements. Thank you, sir, for those inspiring words. And sure, your vision of the hackathon will be fulfilled with the help of our students and professors who have joined today. So before that, as we go about to discuss the problem statement, I request you to announce that hackathon is now live.
Okay. I take immense pleasure to declare this dynamic hackathon alive from today, that is 17th of January 2025. Wish you all the best, all the participants. I wish you all the best.
Thank you,
That's
sir.
fantastic. Thank you.
Now let's dive into the heart of the hackathon, that is the problem statement and the challenges put in by the dynamic team. So these challenges have been thoughtfully crafted to address the real issues in the crane and material handling industry, given by the experts at the dynamic and the system. Our team will now walk you through the details of the each problem statement and explain the objective and the expectations of the hackathon from the problem statements. So now I request Nitin sir to go about the problem statements. So we'll take one by one. So I'll read it out the problem statement and the description, and Nitin sir, you can take it ahead from that.
Sure.
So first problem statement we have is unified safety system for collision prevention and hazard alerts. So description is develop an integrated system that combines proximity monitoring and obstacle detection to ensure safe crane operations using LIDAR, GPS, ultrasonic sensors, AI-powered images recognition, and the system should prevent collisions by monitoring proximity and define the geofenced hazardous zone and detecting the obstacles in real time. It should automatically trigger slowdowns or emergency stops and provide alert to operators to ensure safety.
Okay. So there's a problem statement. One is about collision prevention and maybe hazard alerts for any area where the lifting machine is moving loads through restricted areas. So this applies to tower cranes working in congested city areas, where there are a lot of buildings and one of the building has a tower crane mounted on it. So if they want to move area which is not very safe, so we have to disconnect that particular area or ban that particular area from the area of operation. This works for electrical overhead traveling cranes in the factories, where in the same way there are more than one or two cranes and both can move simultaneously inside that factory bay. So if they are lifting a load which is beyond certain volume, so obviously the travel should be limited so that it will not collide or bang against the other crane or some other machinery which is lying on the ground. And for the portal cranes which are there on the port and mounted on trains, limit till where the crane can travel, because otherwise it should be in a warning area. So all this anti-collision systems we need for all kind of material handling cranes at different sites. So this is not only for a single type of crane. There are multiple type of cranes which will need this kind of systems, sensing of objects, or maybe some other interventions which are to the site, specific to the site, and maybe using some LIDAR sensors or ultrasonic sensors, infrared sensors to detect presence or absence of object, and provide the operator a simple tool so that he can take preventive action, shut off the crane function altogether if a crane beyond travels or takes load beyond a certain limit. So it is all about the first problem statement.
So second problem statement is remote equipment monitoring and predictive maintenance dashboard. So description is design an IoT enabled platform that aggregates real-time data from all equipment into centralized dashboard. The system should monitor metrics such as vibration levels, fuel consumptions, operating hours, and temperature while providing predictive maintenance alert, trend analysis, and historical record.
Okay, so this is where we try to introduce IoT into the equipment monitoring systems. All the equipment that we deal with are material handling, which are working in rugged and remote atmosphere, rugged areas, where the data collection from the site itself becomes a big challenge. Right now, people are using some kind of mobile applications or some paper system where the operator or the maintenance team enters the data and all. So in short, the machine is not talking to the data center. So if we can put some intelligent sensors where we can, the control the cloud system, where we have intelligent algorithm built to predict that certain failure is going to happen based on vibrations or temperatures or the consumption of the fuel on the engines, the operating hours the machine is operating for. Suppose, for example, if at site 10 machines are there and 2 of the 10 machines are operating for, let us say, 24 hours, and other 3 are operating only for 2-3 hours. So which machine to take, preventive maintenance first and how to go about it. And if we have database, decision analysis for that, that would be a big boon for the equipment owning companies. So that's where this problem statement comes from.
Third problem statement, that is predictive maintenance and consumable replacement system. Create an AI-driven system that combines predictive maintenance with consumable monitoring. It should analyze performance data, detect wear patterns, and predict failures in components like brakes, filters, and cables. The system should automatically schedule maintenance and alert teams to uh, consumable replacement needs to reduce downtime and improve efficiency.
Okay, so this actually is a brainchild of AI thing. Machine type in the system that should create an what you call a system for monitoring the entire usage of the machine on sites, and from the database, whatever data we enter in, it help us to prevent breakdowns at site based on what all data we enter on that how soon we should change the filters, how should change with the brake pads and the electrical data cables from that. So this is mostly a data driven system where we collect a lot of data from different sites, put it on a single platform, and then create business analytics to take some intelligent decisions about maintenance or replacement of the machines. So this is more of a computer kind of thing that we call a IT system based mostly on AI.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
We move on to fourth problem statement, that is drone-enabled left zone surveillance and hazard detection. So develop a crane-based system, drone-based system for real-time aerial surveillance of the crane left zones. The drone should relay live video feeds, use AI to detect hazards and obstacles, and assist operators and site managers in planning and executing complex lifts with improved sustainable awareness.
Okay. So in this, what we really need is these heavy tons and above capacity of cranes. When these cranes work at sites like refineries or petrochemical plants or chemical plants, there everything is not very clean or very organized. So we have a lot of obstruction at the site. So if we can have a drone, maybe taking live video feeds while the crane is being assembled or being operated, and can we envisage the overall area 3D evaluation of that area, that okay, this particular area is the strictly no go for the crane boom or the some rotating part of the crane, and operator also sees a live video feed on his control panel in the crane. Exactly doing. Most of the time in heavy cranes, the operator cannot see what he is lifting or where he is placing the load. So that normally happens all the time. That operator is working only on solely on what do you call the audio communicated signals over walkie-talkie and all these things. So can we have a video feed for the operator based on a drone, which is about the safe operation of the machine? So this will require sensing the video feeds, sending it over Wi-Fi network to the cloud, and then relaying it back to the operator or the project manager or anyone, the superman, the foreman who is controlling the entire operation, supervisor and all. And analyzing the video feeds for obstructions or hindrances in the crane path or the path of the load being lifted.
We move on to fifth problem statement, that is integrated diagnostic and maintenance management system. So design a comprehensive system and that combines automated pre-operational diagnostic with digital maintenance logbook. Using IoT sensors, the system should check critical parameters like vibration, fuel levels, and structural integrity before operations. It should also consolidate maintenance records, inspection results, and IoT collected data into an accessible digital logbook, generating automated reports for real-time insights.
So this, in essence, is a combination or culmination of two, the first two, I think problem statement 3 or 4, which was specific to only maintenance, but this is the entire fleet management system what we are talking of. Maybe in this system, which will incorporate the paper maintenance logbook, so that we create a digital record of maintenance logbook of every machine. Put some sensors on the machine like sensing the fuel, sensing the filter clogging, or any critical sensors, or maybe hour meters for that matter to check exactly how many hours the engine has run. And then maybe all the operators can punch in some data using a mobile application on the system, or some sensors can directly access the system to punch in the data, and compiling and combining all this data and take some decisions so that the life of the machine is, really utilized well. So this will incorporate mostly embedded systems, the application development, whatever IoT based sensors and all these things.
Okay. We move on to sixth problem statement. Energy optimization and remote monitoring system. Create an IoT-based system that tracks and optimizes energy and fuel consumptions in real time. By analyzing operational data, the system should identify inefficiencies, provide actionable recommendations for optimization, and issue alert for refueling or charging to maintain the uninterrupted operations.
Okay, this problem statement comes from the fact that the major expense for all heavy cranes is the fuel, that is the diesel. And being working at the remote sites, it is very difficult to monitor the correct consumption of diesel and to know that whether the engine is working right or not. And these engines we are talking of huge. They are 500 horsepower or more engines, 12 cylinders, diesel engines and all. So installing a intelligent system, because the fuel tank, what we see here, 100 liters or 1000 liters, and then at a time, if you have to fill 200 or more than, you can imagine the amount of energy and the diesel that is consumed. So we need a system where real-time tracking of fuel consumption is there, either putting some intelligent sensors on the diesel tank itself or on the engine itself, or based on the flow meter, the fuel tank and all these things, so that we exactly know how much diesel is being consumed on day-to-day wise basis, so that the correct project economics can be worked out, because this is the major cost for all fleet owners, the consumption of diesel. So specifically for monitoring diesel optimization, can we do something on that? Plus we are working in such areas where we might not have internet also. So how do we do that? Maybe you put a mobile application which will collect the data on Bluetooth or a LoRaWAN, something like that. So any way to collect the data from the site and push it to the cloud and then have a analytical and abruptly rise or decline in the diesel consumption at sites.
We move on to seventh problem statement. Load monitoring and balancing system for safe operations. Develop a system that monitors load parameters such as weight, distribution, radius, wind speed, and stability during lifting operations. It should provide real-time feedback to operators to ensure safe and balanced lift and halt operations if unsafe conditions are detected.
Okay, I'm getting message. Is my is there any different difficulty in the system?
No, sir. You getting message as in?
No, I got a message on WhatsApp from one of now that your voice is cutting in between. Hold on. Let me. Yeah. So is
It's
it
better.
clearly audible or should I change the network?
It's okay for now, sir. It's okay.
Is okay? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So this particular statement comes from the fact that whenever in automobile industry we are handling heavy loads. Heavy loads means I'm talking of the heavy dies or molds which are more than 10 or 15 tons or 20 tons. So if the slinging is not correct, maybe one of the four slings doesn't carry enough load. And so when the material is lifted, there is a lot of chance that the material falls down. And then 20 ton, imagine 20 ton falling down from a height of 2 meters has a very bad impact on the die itself and the big risk to the operator who is operating the machine. So herein we need to have a wireless system which can monitor the load in each of those lifting sling, maybe two, maybe three, and then a universal collector system which collects all the data and takes the analysis whether it is safe lift or not. And if it is not as per the safety norms, maybe we need to in this heavy load. So whether the load is not balanced properly between the lifting slings, we have to decide and take some corrective action on that so that it increases the safety of every lift in the industry.
Okay. Okay. We move into our last problem statement, that is 8. Web-based crane compressions and decision support platform. Design a web-based okay.
A crane comparison.
Comparison.
Okay. So this is actually a web application which helps us to compare two cranes. Right now, suppose if you want to buy a car or buy to maybe a Kia other crane, other car for that matter, based on the engine power, the drive system, the boot capacity, and all these things. So there are a lot of cranes which are manufactured worldwide, and it's very difficult to compare, one 50-ton crane to other 50-ton crane. So can we give them a comparison, a tool, so that we can take a good decision which crane to invest in or which is a better crane for the doing the job? A 50-ton Japanese machine or 50-ton German machine for that matter. Okay, so there are a lot of parameters on which the crane is technically specified. So this is a ever-growing kind of application where suppose if on a web-based portal, maybe we can ask the customer to send us the data and we can add that device, add that crane in the technical data library of ours, so that eventually we will have the library of almost all the machines, and the user who will sign into the web maybe compare these cranes, maybe even compare the capacity charts of a 100-ton Japanese crane to a 100-ton Liebherr crane manufactured by two different manufacturers and take some corrective actions on that. Or whether for that matter, if someone wants to, let us say, lift a 30-ton load, if we can enter the requirements of 40 meters or something like which crane should I use? So our intelligent platform, will suggest a suitable crane for that particular application. So it is necessarily a technical comparison of parameters of the crane and giving the proper tool in the hands of a user to decide which crane to decide upon, take upon, or buy or rent, whatever. So this will involve the study of the crane in detail, giving a simple or effective UI for the operator to the user to select which particular crane to have, and then compare 1, 2, or at the most 3 cranes at a time. Just like cardekho.com, maybe we can have a cranedekho.com.
Nice. That's absolutely fantastic. Thank you, sir, for a detailed explanation of the problem statements. And I believe that students and professors are already buzzing with the ideas and the thoughts for the problem statements. Dear students, these problem statements or the solutions required are very much required in the industry, and they are very much demanding currently in the industry. So now we move on to our next segment, that is introduction to our mentors and evaluators will will guide these participants through the journey of this hackathon. So we have Marchi Malani, co-founder of Punjam Infrastructures Private Limited. So he's leveraging to AI to solve industry challenges and drive innovation.
Hello, how are you, everyone?
Welcome you.
Sorry?
Welcome you to the hackathon.
Thank you so much. Yeah, the industries and sorry, let me check. Yeah, the industries and the problems which we are problem statements are actually like something I see on daily basis as a rental company and with the purpose of starting the company in such a way. Like I have seen incidents on first hand and the parameters which were discussed for the statement are much needed for the much needed in the industries, and the main part is how to make it accessible to all, and that is also a big challenge because of the limited machineries and technologies which are present currently in India in comparison with other countries. So yeah, it will be good working with everyone and yeah, sorry.
So next we have Dr. Pratap Sanap, who is head of research and innovation at Millsoft and secretary of IFOC. He's been like tech expert for last 23 years, experience in mechatronics and data science and emerging technologies. Next we have Dr. B. Venkatesh Lakshmi. She is a lead subject matter expert at L&T EduTech and an educator with 30 years plus experience in engineering education and experience in industrial IoT, AI, aging computing, 5G, and software design, and even embedded systems.
Thank you, Saurabh.
Next, we have Siddharth Sharma, who is director at Premier Heavy Industries with expertise in infrastructure project and innovation. So next we have Bharat Shivaji Kokate, who is head of embedded systems at Aeron System Private Limited with 17 plus years of expertise in embedded system and technology, and is committed to mentor the students. So next we have Siyok Patil, director at Aerosoft Consultancy, a technology leader with 22 plus years of expertise in software development and in embedded systems and web applications. I welcome you, sir. So next we have Mr. Anand N. Pujari, Deputy General Manager at SANI India with 30. He comes with 33 years of experience in construction, manufacturing, and mining industries. Thank you for joining, sir. Next we have Rishu Raj Kapoor, is additional GM at Shrapuri Palonji Corporate Limited. He comes with 28 years of experience in construction and material handling equipments. Thank you for joining, sir. Next, we have Yogeshwar Buda, sir. He is technical director at Argument Technologies, specializing in embedded product design. Next, we have Mr. Manoj Chaudhary, CEO at HEFT Cranes International Private Limited. He's a mechanical engineer with 30 years of experience in crane industry. Thank you all mentors for joining. And I would also like to thank the professors for joining us, who are the mentors of the students of upcoming teams of this hackathon, and will be actively engaged in this hackathon and will encourage students to apply their classroom knowledge to solve these problem statements. So you are not just a mentor, but torch bearers and shaping the innovators and leaders of tomorrow. Thank you for being the part of this journey of being a mentor. Move on to the hackathon overview. We'll brief you about the timeline and the registration process and the prize money.
Yes, yes, it is visible.
Thank you. So this is our beautiful landing page for the website of the Dynamic Hackathon. Here we have given all the information related to the hackathon. Here the button. Here is also the link where the students or SPOC can register themselves. We will go through the registration process later on. First, I will go through the timelines of the hackathon. We have also given the problem statements here. So timeline or the roadmap of the hackathon is like, as we are launching it today on 17 Jan. This registration process and idea submission process begins from today itself. Then in between 20th Jan to 10 Feb, we'll be having some interactive sessions from mentors. Then the registration will probably get closed on the 20th Feb along with the idea submission. Then after that, from 21st Feb to 27th Feb, we'll be evaluating the ideas that are submitted from the students. Then on 20th Feb, we'll be announcing the shortlisted teams for the grand finale. Those grand finales selected teams will go through the mentoring sessions from the experts from 3rd March to 15th March, and probably on 21st of the March, we will have the grand finale, that is the demo day of the hackathon. So now I'll walk you through the prizes. So we have the prize pool of around 5 lakhs. So winner gets 1 lakh rupees. Then second runner-up, that is first runner-up gets 75,000 rupees. Second runner-up gets 50,000 rupees. Then we also have Best SPOC award. The SPOC, that is a single point of contact from the college, like professors who are attending today. The professor which is highest number of teams registered, and the registered teams have to submit the ideas, will get the SPOC award, that is number 1. Then we also have second SPOC award. Then we have an innovative idea award for rupees 30,000. Then we also have an award for best girls team. Then award for the college, because college is taking the initiative and providing students with the required material or required mentoring. So we also like to award the college. So the award goes as like Center of Excellence Award for the college with most teams and idea submissions. Then we have an award for best presentation. The team that presents idea in the beautiful form at the grand finale will get this award. Then we have best demonstration award. So the team with having a prototype ready or demonstrated their idea in a beautiful way will get this award. That's about the prize money and the awards. All other information is mentioned on our website at the mentors. Then you also get the resources here, like we have given the brochure of the hackathon, then idea submission template, a reference idea submission template has been given. We'll share the link in the chat box in some time. Now I will walk you through the registration process. So this is our registration portal. So you have to click on registration. You have to fill the registration form. A Spock or team leader at a student can fill up this form. I will share you with from the a portal that is already ready. So you have to go through, you have to first register yourself, fill all the details. Once you are registered, you will be verified by the I4C admin. Once you are your registration or your profile is verified, then you can go through the next process. So the registration process goes as follows. Like if you are an individual team member, you can register as an individual. As professionals are not allowed, so students have to register as the individual. These are the fields that has to be filled by the team member. All the details has to be filled. All information has to be true, because this will be get checked by the I4C admin, and you have to save your information. This process will follow once your profile is verified by the I4C. Here you get, once your profile is verified, you can log in again, and then you will get this window like submit new idea or manage submitted idea. So when you are submitting your idea for the first time, you have to click on the submit your idea button or the card. There will be 8 problem statements as given. These are the problem statements right now. You have to click on the problem statement that you choose to solve. You have to upload the file. The file can be in form of PPT. The file can be in form of PDF. Your PPT format can also have some links of the videos if you want to explain your idea in the form of videos. You have to upload that, select the consents and submit. Once you submit your idea, you can check it here in the manage idea tab whether the idea is submitted or not. Even you can edit your idea here. You can download it from here. Or even if you want to replace the idea, you can delete it and then again upload it. So this was for the individual member. Now for the I'll now explain the process for the Spocks. How can they register? The registration form is the same. Again, the account will be verified by the I4C. Now Spocks has to choose team, because you will be adding your student teams. Now here is a Spock single point of contact. You have to register as a single point of contact. Fill the form, save, and get the same process. Now when you are submitting a new idea, you will be submitting the idea on behalf of your team members, that is your student teams. So your team name will come here, team tagline, and then you will fill the member details. So you can add the team members. You can add up to 6 team members, including team captain. And you can click on the next, and it will take you to the submit idea submission page. Again, you have to choose the problem statement for which the team is going to solve the problem, give the solution, upload the idea, click on the consent and submit. You can add multiple teams with the same process. So there is no restrictions on the teams from the one college. So you can have multiple teams from same college participating in the hackathon. And even the same team can apply for multiple problem statements. Now I'll again walk you through the process for student teams, which student teams are not having SPOC for their college. So students can register themselves as team. Then you have to choose team captain. So team captain of that team have to register. You have to click student, fill the details, and again same process of the submitting idea. I hope the registration process is clear. Okay. So as we come to end of today's launch event, I would like to extend my heartfelt thank to all these speakers, mentors, college professors who joined, and the students who joined for this launch event of the hackathon. And special thanks to Mr. Nitin Gupta sir for sharing his vision and officially launching this hackathon. And to our esteemed mentors, also thank you for your time and expertise, which will guide participants to achieve their best.
Thank you.
Saurabh, there is a question. Some Chinmay is asking some question about how can he contact you if he has any problem.
We already have our web email ID mentioned on the website. Even I will put it on the chat box right now. You can contact me. My mobile number is also mentioned in the landing page. In the morning, I got a couple of calls from students asking regarding the hackathon. I believe that those students have also joined. I've put up my email ID. I also like to thank all the college professors. So your encouragement and mentorship will inspire students to explore and innovate and solve the problem statements presented in this hackathon. So also this participant, now the stage is open. Hackathon is live. So we can't wait to see the innovative solutions coming from you. So now let's make this hackathon a grand success. Thank you everyone for joining this.